Oh, and welcome everyone. Welcome to a very special show today. Actually, as we speak, let me check my phone. As we speak, I am watching a live stream of the partial solar eclipse. Wow. It's quite interesting. I had another, as usual, I had another show planned and thought I had everything lined out for that. And then the guides just kept nudging me and nudging me to do a show on this partial solar eclipse. And I'm like, guys, I'm not an astrologer. I have a great interest in astrology. I have ever since I was a very young girl, and I've followed it, and I have my favorite astrologers, and I love to watch them all the time. But I never really had the time to put in and study and delve into the specifics. And not too long ago, I actually started to feel the nudge to do that. Uh, so I purchased a book by one of my favorite astrologers, David Pond. Ooh, let me get my fingers out of the way. There, David Pond. And this is Astrology for Beginners. Learn to read your birth chart. I love this book. It's simple. I'm almost all the way through it, and it's helped me immensely understand so many things about astrology I didn't realize and didn't know. The exciting thing that I began to feel about this show was the guides telling me that this is important and there's a message to be had here. And, when they tell me to do something, I pay attention and I do it. So here I am. And this partial solar eclipse is happening as I am filming this show, which is really wild because I had a whole bunch of things to do today and didn't know if I was going to even make it. And here I am, and it's happening. The message that they wanted me to bring to you, and when they first started to give it to me, I kind of got it wrong because I thought they were trying to say rituals. Rituals. They were speaking about rituals, and I said rituals, and then they're now no ceremony. And so this show is going to be about the importance of ceremony and how you can use your God-given energy, your energy within you of light and love, and infuse it in a ceremony and send it out. Send it out. It can renew you, replenish you, and give you guidance and ideas that you may have not ever had before about this wild and crazy life on planet Earth and who you really are. Okay, so let's get started. So, as I said, I am definitely not an astrologer. I did some research, and I think, having a little help from the guides, I went right to the right spots and got some of the messages that they wanted you to hear. Let's get down with the specifics of this new moon partial solar eclipse in Taurus. Now, this is going to be seen in the southern hemisphere. I'm reading my notes here. The places you can see it are Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, and Antarctica. So, a new moon is a powerful time to set an intention. This is a new moon eclipse, so it's super potent. I like that. And its effects can last as long as 6 months. I think I like that too. If that wasn't enough, this new moon happens to be a black moon. A black moon occurs about once every 3 years when 2 new moons occur in a single calendar month. So this is a very special moment, and it's happening as we speak. Wow. You know, this new moon is in Taurus, and it is the time to contemplate and develop your self-worth, your sense of values, and manifestation capabilities. My mom is a Taurus. Quite interesting sign, I might say. But I'll continue to describe what can happen during this time and how you can utilize it. The intentions you set during this amazing time will be powerful. This will be a far more intense energy with self-exploration and also shadow work because of the black moon. This means it's an amazing time to revisit and cleanse yourself of past trauma and uncover hidden wounds and wash them away. Remember, your life path is unique, as is your soul. This, by the way, came from my guides. It is yours and yours alone. Work with this energy. This is a magical time to meditate and dream. Taurus, now I'm going back to information. Taurus is earthy, so grounding, breath work, yoga, and dance can be very powerful. Crystals are of the earth, so bring out your crystals and supercharge them. Taurus is creative and loves music and the arts. Heal and then feel the joy of this magical event and absorb it. You might want to journal your experience at this mystical time and come back to it later to develop your intentions further. So Venus and Jupiter will form a conjunction in Pisces on the very same day, this day, right now, making this eclipse an amazing time for love and romance, and even creative or artistic endeavors. The universe offers a smorgasbord of opportunity. So let's dive in. Okay, I'm going to close these notes now, and I am going to freewheel it. So help me out, guys. You put me here. Let's do it. We're going to talk about ceremony. And I had to, when I got the word wrong and it was ritual that kept coming to me, I had to look it up. And I realized that as I read the definition, it is something that has to be performed the precise way. It's usually associated with religion, of course, but obviously we all can have daily rituals that we do. But I'm going to target right now spiritual energy ceremony. Yeah, that felt good. Okay. So, as you know, everything is energy. Your thoughts have energy. Your words have energy. Your soul, of course, has energy. We create. We create as the Creator creates. We are sparks of the Creator Himself, who creates universes. So it is within us to create. Now, the beauty of ceremony is that you stop and you form an intention. And I'll give you an example. Before every one of my personal private readings, every show that I do live mediumship readings, I just did it just now before making this video. And it was very powerful to me. I think there's something in the air with this partial solar eclipse. And what I do, and I can't really show it to you, but I do have, I guess, what some would call an altar. It's some things I've placed. I actually have altars kind of all through my house, and I've done it my whole life and never really realized what it was. Feathers and crystals. I have a little altar here right beside my computer, and the power of these altars are the intention and the energy that you give to them. Okay? So I have a little altar behind this backdrop here, and it contains some more feathers, a little water feature, a little statue, some other things, and a beautiful, beautiful photo, a large one as a matter of fact, hangs above it of a photo I took when I was in Moab. And I was out taking photos late in the afternoon, and the sky opened up, and the most beautiful, beautiful rainfall began to occur. And I don't know why, but it was pink. It must have been the reflection of the red rock, and it was the most glorious moment for me. And I happened to capture it, and I have a very large photo of that over this altar. What this little ceremony that I do before each of my readings and before I make movies, etc., what it does for me is it centers and focuses my heart. When I do an intention, I get a certain vibration and feeling inside of me. Like, I'm at, can you believe it? I'm at a loss for words. I can't quite describe it. It is powerful. That's the word. So on this altar too, I have this interesting little set, and there's two of these. See if I can get this in front of the camera. Okay, so this is a bowl. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit. Okay, this is a bowl filled with sand. This is hilarious because everything's mirrored, so I'm completely and utterly doing it backwards. There it is. There it is, filled with beautiful red sand that I collected in Moab. Very spiritual place, Moab. If you haven't had a chance to go to Moab and visit and tour Arches National Park, please do. You'll get a powerful vibration from it if you're tuning in, I guarantee you. Now this little guy right here, interesting how spirit works. Many, 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 many years ago, when I was in Friday Harbor on a little vacay, and I happened to go into a ceramic shop, and I saw these little eggs with faces, and they're shakers. And so I had to ask the lady in the shop, I'm like, what are those? Those are amazing. And she said, these are spirit shakers. Well, of course, you know, I had to have them, and I bought two. And I have those on either side of my altar. So my procedure is I light my candle, I have my shakers, I stand in front of this little altar, and I have a prayer to the Creator, the one who is known by 1,000 names and the one who cannot be named. And I shake the shakers, and the noise focuses me, and then I have my prayer of intention. And I state my prayer of intention, and then I am able to move forward. I finalize it, and so it is, and then I'm able to move forward. And I feel like I'm not alone. And what I do is I do that when I open the intention, and then at the end, I close the intention. And the power is there. Believe me, blows me away. Blows me away. So during this beautiful partial solar eclipse, right now, as a matter of fact, I'm going to check my phone. See if I can, I've got it tuned in on a channel called Time and Date. And it's supposed to show the solar eclipse as it happens. And they might be having some technical difficulties because I actually know that it is indeed happening right now. But they haven't started the show yet. So we'll go on. This is a freewheeling video here. And it doesn't matter if you're watching this way after, months later, years later, after this has all happened. the importance of these things is intention. And when you can draw from the astrological signs, and as I said, this one is in Taurus, you can also open up your mind to things that perhaps you hadn't thought of for a ceremony. You know, some people like to light a fire and dance around the fire. That's great. Write stuff down on a piece of paper. Intention, or perhaps something you would like to, leave behind, and throw it into the fire. Play a flute, bang a drum, sing a song. Put the intention in it, because it is indeed powerful, powerful stuff. You know, our lives are so busy and so full, and there's so many things going on right now, as we all know, that it's hard to really slow down and make a point of connecting. That's what ceremony can do for you. And if it's every morning, just getting up and doing a stretch and filling your heart with gratitude for the day. Or if you can start your day, I love David G. I love to meditate with David G. And I love his little saying. It's RPM, rise, pee, and meditate. If you can do that, it's great. It's great. And I love it. You know, I wondered as I was growing up about the unknown, and had the feeling that really things are going on all around us. And I believe now that the veil is thinning, we're starting to sense them. We're starting to feel and absorb them and understand that we're experiencing a multitude of things. And these things are changing our lives, our world, our planet, humankind, cosmic consciousness, right? Everything is alive and vibrating and expanding as the Creator created it. Everything the Creator creates expands. And also, I might add, and I'm going to do a show on this because it was a really special moment for me. The Creator delights in all of the creations. And we are children of the Creator. I love it. I love it. You know, I'm kind of moved at this moment to draw an oracle card. And because Taurus is an earthy sign, I'm going to draw from the Sacred Earth Oracle. And, I confess, it's one of my top favorite oracle card decks. Now I'm going to have to flip some cards around and shuffle. So bear with me, please. I'm going to move my crystals out of the way. And after this show, I'm taking my crystals out. Get those babies charged up. Now be careful if you're putting your crystals outside. Know which crystals cannot be put outside, because if you're experiencing what we're experiencing here in Idaho today, I think it's going to rain later. But you can Google that. All right, I'm going to start focusing in now. What is the message for us on this very special day? How can we begin to understand what it is that each of us unique souls needs to become aware of and proceed to perhaps wash away things from the past that we don't need anymore, because we're rising up, because we're evolving, we're expanding, and those things we can just let go of. Toss them into the fire. All right, I'm going to spread the cards now and select our card for this moment. Ooh. Connection. Connection. How lovely is that? And the artwork on these cards is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm going to pick out a little bit of the message for connection, and I'm going to read it right now, and then I'm going to let you get on with whatever it is you're going to do. I've got to go do all the stuff I plan to do during this eclipse. Okay, I'm going to read this part right here. Focus on the subtle divine force inside you. Recognize this force in all things, for it is in all things, and it is everywhere. Separation from energy, beauty, grace, and power of the divine is an illusion. Feel her fertility and everlasting peace inside of you. Through her love, life unfolds with endless blessings. Through you, her love flows out upon the world. Okay, and that reminds me of it. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. And that indeed is true. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. And if you don't have this oracle deck, I highly, highly recommend that you get it. It's absolutely amazing. True messages from Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up. And I guess the whole point of talking about ceremony is that it's personal and it's unique, and it should be yours and yours alone, between you and source energy. It's a time to focus and expand and delve into things that are ready to come to you, to come into your life, enlighten you. And then in turn, you will send that out into the world, through the grocery store clerk, through the UPS guy, to a neighbor, to someone in your family, to someone who makes a comment on YouTube and says that they're not well. And you can send that love, that healing love to them. There are so many ways. We are indeed powerful, and it is happening, especially in this community, because, I love you. The support that everyone is giving each other right now in this beautiful community, this community of light workers and seekers and mystics, astrologers and tarot card readers and psychic mediums. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a wonderful thing to be a part of. And I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you'll come back again. I hope that you'll like and subscribe, please. And I hope that you'll perhaps visit my website, purevisionarypsychic.com. A lot of my channeled writings are on there, and also a little bit more of history than you might know about me, and also the ability to book a private reading. And I'd love to do that for you. So I'm going to say what I always say at the end of all my shows. Oh, but before I do want to say that I have another series of Walking into Worlds coming up on May 10th with Kim Copeland. Oh, very, very special soul. And you might know her as Medium Kim. So that is on May 10th. And I'll have some thumbnails come up to let you know that it's coming. And I want to send you my love. And I want to tell you, if you don't know where this comes from, when I say my final sign off on my show, it comes from a channeled writing that I got from Spirit. It is on my website. At the very end of it, they said, "You are loved beyond measure." And That is the most incredible message. Beyond measure. Don't forget, and I'm going to say it again, you are loved beyond measure. Enjoy the eclipse, everyone, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.